nobody does animated films like Disney, so it's pretty logical to think that their most classic stories wound up exactly the way the writers, directors, and animators expected. And fans may never know what beloved characters, songs, and storylines wound up on the cutting room floor. Were these missed opportunities or dodged bullets? Fans will want to see for themselves. Here are Screen Rant's Disney movie scenes you've never seen. Lilo and Stitch. Disney's story of an alien bringing two sisters closer together had a playful sense of humor from the very start. So even when the film's climax had the cast flying an alien spaceship in a death-defying chase, it wasn't meant to be taken seriously. Originally, that chase was going to be even more far-fetched, with Stitch and the gang hijacking a Boeing 747 and flying it through the buildings of downtown Honolulu. Obviously, the filmmakers realized the scene would read differently following the September 11th attacks in New York, so they refitted the animation to an alien spaceship over Hawaiian mountains instead. The Lion King. Any fan of Shakespeare can tell you that The Lion King is basically the story of Hamlet told with African animals.
Long live the king.
So it's no surprise that Disney originally wanted the movie to be even darker and more adult. The original ending still had Simba return to Pride Rock for his showdown with Scar, but he met a way uglier end. After tossing Simba to his death with a line directly out of Shakespeare, Scar wound up plummeting into the wildfire and presumably burning to death himself. Apparently, Disney decided this was a little too grim. Why they thought having him torn apart by his hyena soldiers was more suitable for kids, we can't explain. Frozen. The fairy tale fans who followed Frozen from the start know it began as an adaptation of The Snow Queen, which would have seen Elsa play the villain with a much darker side. Disney decided that A Tale of Sisterly Love was a better choice, but you'd be surprised to know how far some of Elsa's darker antics made it into production. Take this deleted scene, where Elsa encases two Arendelle soldiers in ice as they search for her sister, beginning to torture them for information and assembling an army of snow monsters. It points out just how much a single scene can change an audience's idea of a character. Aladdin. No true Disney fan will ever forget the stars of Aladdin. From Abu the monkey to Iago, Jafar, take your pick. But did you know Aladdin's mother was originally going to play an important role in the story? Apparently, the street rat's wish to be a prince wasn't just for himself, with a musical number revealing Aladdin's mission to prove everyone wrong and make his mother proud.
Proud of your boy.
The song Proud of Your Boy even had Abu in tears, but the number and the character had to be cut to keep the plot moving forward. Crazy to think another potential Disney classic wound up on the cutting room floor. Frozen. Not every deleted scene is important to the overall plot, but considering the shots taken at Kristoff throughout the rest of the movie, there's no question he would have liked to see this one make the final cut. Trying to sell ice in a blizzard makes him seem pretty foolish.
Ooh, that's a rough business to be in right now. I mean, that is really...
But the scene shows that the skills Kristoff has to do his job are no joke. And hauling his reindeer Sven along with him still shows off his softer side. The directors decided that introducing Kristoff frozen solid was a better joke in the end, and it's hard to disagree. Wreck-It Ralph. Everyone has their favorite video game cameo or reference in Wreck-It Ralph, but one major set piece didn't make the finished cut. When Ralph went game jumping into the shooter hero's duty, he was originally going to be locked up with a man named Bobby Dunderson, who told him about a strange game paradise called Extreme Easy Livin' 2. Modeled on life simulation games like The Sims, Easy Livin' was a world where there were no heroes or villains, and no real point. Ralph would eventually head there in the final act before realizing that being bad wasn't something to be ashamed of. The message worked out fine without the sequence, so it was cut for length. But this strange look at social games where players maximize likes would have been a cool touch. Inside Out. It was Riley's imaginary friend Bing Bong who stole the show and Pixar's look inside the mind of a preteen girl.
Who's your friend who likes to play?
Bing bong, bing bong.
His rocket makes you yell hooray, bing bong.
But he wasn't going to be the only figment of Riley's imagination audiences got to meet. Riley's favorite drawing, Mrs. Scribbles, and the monsters who used to live in her closet were just a few of the creatures forming a makeshift village in the girl's mind. Like most of the scrapped storylines and extra emotions the filmmakers axed, the movie's overall message worked better with less. Still, it's nice to know that the fans' favorite characters were only the tip of the iceberg. Those are all the deleted scenes from hit Disney movies that we think fans should know about, but which ones have we missed? Be sure to name them in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos on Disney movie facts like this one.